No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today we're checking out The Who, Behind Blue Eyes. Now, I've not heard this song before, so we about to rock and peep game. I've got more exposure to The Who. I was familiar with the Who Are You? Who? Because of commercials and stuff like that. But I didn't even know that was The Who did the song, which is kind of remarkable. But yeah, man, getting exposed to some new things. Now, I'm not going to lie, that intro, it feels familiar. It definitely feels familiar. So let's just dive into it and check it out. Anyways, if you guys are here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. Also, if you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World, over there we take on challenges, react to comedy, trending topics, stuff like that. But all the music and the music reactions happen right here on this channel. If you want access to the reactions early, there is a link in the description that gives you that access. Huge catalog of reactions in the membership. And I update it every day, so you can have some fun in there. Regardless, thank you guys so much for your continued support. Huge shout out to all the members. Let's get this one rolling. I'm checking this out from The Who's official YouTube page. So make sure you go over there and check this out and listen to the music independently of all reactions, not just my all. Reactions aren't a substitute for the original content. Always support the original content creator. And let's go. Something about that intro sounds familiar. So I want to see, see what's popping here. Was this potentially in a movie? Have I heard this at some capacity? I've never heard of a title of a song, Behind Blue Eyes, and I'm just getting familiar with The Who through reactions. So let's just see where this goes. Anyways, this is The Who, Behind Blue Eyes.
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man. Behind blue eyes, no one knows what it's like to be hated, to be faded, to telling only lies. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love is vengeance that's never free. Knows what it's like to feel these feelings.
Okay, before we keep getting into it, I'm going to just say the beginning was familiar. Even the no one knows what it's like to be hated. Like that first stanza, all of that felt familiar. Meaning that it seems like I've heard that at some capacity. Then he goes into this storyline. Behind blue eyes. I've never heard that. And then as we're going into this part where he changed, no one knows. I thought, if we have a hook, no one knows what it's like to be, what do you say, a bad man? A sad man, a bad man. I thought we'd go back into that, and it's something new here. And there's these vocals, these layered vocals. I got to listen to it. But anyways, this is really unique. This is like introspective and self-reflective, and I don't know what point of view it is yet. But it just feels like I really like the writing because it's descriptive in the sense of when I close my eyes, because blue eyes typically means someone with fair skin at some capacity, but it doesn't matter about the skin. I'm just imagining someone with blue eyes looking into the mirror and like talking to themselves and reflecting and be like, it's almost like a crime thriller. Like they're about, because he said, my love is vengeance. Like they're about to go do something crazy. And they're like, you don't understand what it's like to be in my mind and to be the type of person I am. I don't know. There's a lot there that's been said in such a small amount of time, but I really appreciate the art that's being painted in my brain, the picture that's being painted from the lyrics and the music. I don't know. It's a little eerie. I don't know why it reminds me of like the Joker. You know, it's like these villainous characters that you kind of root for a little bit. There's something about them where you're like, oh, I kind of like this motherfucker. You know, you still like Batman's, you know, you're like, yo. But there's something about certain characters that kind of get the audience where you're like, why do you like Darth Vader? Why do you like the Joker? There's something about them where you're kind of like, or even like the, what are they called? The anti-heroes like Wolverine, because they have these human qualities. Anyways, there's a lot of descriptive human qualities in these lyrics that I don't know, I gravitate to.
No one knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do, and I blame you. No one bites back as hard on their anger. None of my pain and woe can show through. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love is vengeance that's never free.
Hold on. This progression is crazy. There's been a progression happening since the moment this track started, this trajectory. And now we're going somewhere else. But the line that stood out to me, oh man, I forgot it. But it's is it soul? Oh, let me just pull it up. As empty as my conscience seems to be. My dreams aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I think that's the lyric. That is crazy. So this person is fighting that duality, but then there's this like I said, it's like a villain. Like he's like, but F it, vengeance, yeah, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, right? Ain't that the saying? Hold on, let me look this up. Actually, I got to be on Google. Chat GPT won't find lyrics. The Who behind Blue Eyes lyrics. My love is vengeance that's never free. No one knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do, and I blame you. No one bites back as hard on their anger. None of my pain and woe can show through. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours, only lonely. My love is vengeance that's never free. It's crazy because it sounds like there might be some turmoil in the life with some type of relationship. Also, there's this underlining anger. There's this underlying tone, self-destructiveness. But also that battle, what does it say? I have dreams too. But then it immediately goes, but my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours, only lonely. And, you know, we start delving into this concept of isolation, being by yourself, talking to yourself. Whoa. It's crazy because I really enjoyed my last reaction to The Who was Pinball Wizard. Yo. These dudes got fire, man. This is crazy, though. That whole intro, I'm trying to imagine where I would have heard that before. That's big. The beginning of the song is the biggest part of the song. I love how we're getting to this point. Let's just see where we're going next. This is The Who, Behind Blue Eyes.
When my fist clenches, crack it open before I use it and lose my cool. When I smile, tell me some bad news before I laugh and act like a fool. And if I swallow anything evil, put your finger down my throat. And if I shiver, please give me a blanket. Keep me warm, let me wear your coat. What it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes.
Damn. Like legit, I have these reactions on the channel where it's an experience. Now, I think because this was shorter, I don't know how to explain that, because like I got a similar experience with Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, but it's longer, and I felt like the story's drawn out a little more. This was more condensed, but I got that same feeling of this story, and the more I listen, it really feels like the villain's story. You know, this feels like a movie, and we're going in depth about the villain's character. It's like a spin-off on his character to get to know what brought him to be where he's at. Now, with that last stanza, because of the music and the way I felt the vocals were mixed, I couldn't understand all of the lyrics. So I want to pull up that end part real quick and read this. When my fist clenches, crack it open before I use it and lose my cool. When I smile, tell me some bad news before I laughed and act like a fool. I made out some of that while I was listening, but putting it together, I have a clear understanding of where he's going. And I swallow anything evil, put your finger down my throat. And if I shiver, please give me a blanket, keep me warm, let me wear your coat. That's not, I don't know why this just gives me vibes of like the Joker. Because even this part, it just reminds me of more of a madman, too. Okay, I have these real feelings. They come from here. But well, you treated me like this. I'm going to, you know. I don't know. It's freaking crazy. This is a good ass track. I actually want to play the whole thing again. I guess I can just, the end of the reaction, and then I can just play it on my own terms. It's really unique because it makes you, like I said, it's like character building for a villain specifically. It makes you feel feelings for what the villain, or maybe an anti-hero, but for me, I feel like more like a villain is going through. And you know how every now and then there's those villains that kind of captivate you. Like, yeah, I like that attitude because they just don't give a F, you know? And sometimes in life, it takes that to have certain breakthroughs. Anyways, that was The Who, Behind Blue Eyes, first time reaction. Now, I'm not sure where I heard the beginning from because there's no one knows what it's like. The more I heard that, I was just like, very familiar. You guys let me know in the comments. Anyways, thank you guys for tapping in. I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boy.